Okay, we got Jake Odum with us. Jake, big game on Saturday. Obviously, Wichita State's undefeated, a great team and a great challenge. Just talk about you beat them there last year, and I imagine they'll be ready for that. But what's the first thing you need to do to be successful on Saturday?
You just got to stay composed. It's an environment that you can't, there's nothing compared to it. I've been all over the country playing different gyms, and this is by far the craziest environment. It's something that most of the guys enjoy to go playing, but we know when they go on their runs, the crowd's going to get into it and they're going to get going. So just staying composed and just staying focused and locked in on every possession is going to be key for us.
They have an array of weapons. I'll start with Fred Van Vliet, who you'll probably be seeing a lot of. Very rarely makes any mistakes. I mean, I think he had a game or a stretch of 5 games without a turnover. Or just talk about the challenge of facing him.
Yeah, he's a big-time player, and when you got big-time guys around him, it makes his job easier. But he does what he's supposed to do. He's not out of control. He gets the ball to the guys that need to get the ball at the right time, and he's really efficient. Like you said, he doesn't turn the ball over, and he makes sure his team gets a shot on every possession, which is good for them, and that's why they win games.
Kel Cotton is really underrated. He's one of probably the best on-ball defender in the Valley. I mean, he should have been on the all-defensive team last year. I don't know why he wasn't, but talk about him, and he could just really take a player out of a game if he's allowed to do that.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen him matched up against Doug McDermott, and then he'll go and match up against the point guard. So he's versatile on the defensive end. He definitely sets a tone for him, but every one of their players plays good on the defensive end. They get stops, they get consecutive stops, and they really play hard, and they're in the rotate game when they have to help, and they're just overall well-rounded on the defensive end. But it starts with him, and he's really good, and he's going to get matched up against our better players tomorrow.
And then you get Ron Baker, you guys didn't play against last year, but he's obviously was very important in their Final Four run, has been important ever since. Great shooter. Just talk about how you kind of defend them, given that he's in the mix this time, and how you kind of attack them defensively.
I mean, it's going to be tough. Everybody's going to have to check themselves in the mirror and make sure they're ready to go going into the game. Ron's actually one of my favorite players to watch in the league. He's really successful at everything: assists, rebounds, points, shooting, defensive end. But it's going to be a challenge. We know it's going to be a challenge, but we're looking forward to it. And we know that we got to compete on every possession and try and win every 4-minute game.
Wichita State has said last year during their Final Four run that they play angry. Is that a style you could play? I mean, is that something, it works great for them, but is that something you'd be comfortable with, kind of playing that way?
I mean, yeah, I think you always got to come out there with a little anger, a little, kind of a chip on your shoulder, and just, but when you're doing that, you got to stay composed. You can't let it get you out of control on the offensive end or the defensive end, and that's something they do a good job at. They're really aggressive, but they're really controlled at the same time, and those two things, it's hard to get them to work together, but Wichita State's found kind of a groove that works well with both of them, and they've been really successful with it.
They're going to be ready for you guys. You beat them out there last year, and I imagine that's in their minds. Just talk about how you respond to that, and what you guys need to do to fight off the crowd, and deal with some emotion on their part. They're undefeated, but this is a game they want to get back from last year.
Yeah, well, we can't be thinking about what happened last year. I'm sure it's in their minds, but it can't be in ours. It's going to be a totally different game, totally different feel. We got some different types of sets, different types of plays that we'll run at them, and I'm sure they got the same thing. So, we know it's going to be tough environment. They're going to be ready for us. We're going to be ready for them. But overall, it's just going to be just a game of basketball, and the better team's going to win on Saturday, and we're just going to figure out who that is.
All right, Jake, I appreciate it.